Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. I'm David Frankel, host of Perky Collar Radio. I want to take a few minutes to explain a little bit about the products that I've brought to market and other innovation products that are available on my website since it is the holiday season. As most of you know, I am the inventor of the product called the Perky Collar. I'm wearing one right now. What it does, it goes under the collar, it lifts it up so it doesn't droop and sag. Comes in a nice box, as you can see here. Has a nice magnetic lid, so that way if you're storing other accessories, it doesn't come open and doesn't take your pocket squares and cuff lanes, lapels, fall all over the place. It's a place to store the box between uses. And the reason why this is important is because it is an invention, and therefore a lot of times if you leave this at a hotel or leave it, you have a maid that comes and cleans up, a lot of times they'll throw it away. They think it's just a plastic within the shirt. So it is really important to keep the Perky Collar in the box. So I have a button-down collar shirt on today, but you can see it goes all the way around the collar, all the way to the button on one side and the buttonhole on the other. So hopefully you can see that. And if I were to take the support system out, here's what it looks like. It's kind of U-shaped, and you can see how quickly the placket on my shirt starts to droop. And if now since I'm wearing a blazer, you can see how it kind of tucks under the blazer as well. This is the look you want to try and eliminate, which is why I created the tool. It's super lightweight. I know you're thinking, oh, it's heavy, it's probably uncomfortable. It's not. We've sold almost 10,000. As of this second, when this recording is done, we're 73 shy of 10,000 sold. So people love it. A lot of people wear open collar dress shirts with blazers, and they do this all day long, all day. Button down, no button down, they still do the same motion. So we thought by creating this product, it would save people the trouble of having to constantly adjust their shirt. So to put it on, all you do is lift your collar up, long tapered ends on top, leave your collar stays in because that prevents a collar from curling, which is a different problem, and you're in business. Even with the button-down collar shirt on, it still works just fine. The last thing you do is once it's on is just make sure it's even. So you may have to adjust it from the front teeny bit, and now I'm back to a nice high-collar professional look. It's not going to tuck under my jacket. We're good to go. The second item I want to show you, as you can see how nice my pocket round looks right now, is called the pocket square holder. And this is invented by a gentleman named Cedric Cobb out of St. Louis, Missouri. He sells a Perky Collar at shows he goes to. I sell the best pocket square holder for him. Again, collaboration is very important. A good friend of mine here in Charlotte, Lamont, Creighton Hart, has said collaboration over competition. And I feel like that's a great phrase, and I think it's really important for other inventors to come together and work together to share each other's inventions and help more people. So the way it works, it's a device that looks like this. It's got a locking mechanism here. And the idea is to lock in the fold so it doesn't unfold. And then because of the length of the pocket square holder, it goes all the way to the bottom of the jacket so it doesn't fall down. Because the number one complaints people have about pocket squares and pocket rounds is that they unfold, you're constantly folding over and over again, and it falls down your jacket. So this pocket square holder solves both those problems. The next item I'm going to show you is a cute little fashion accessory called a button-up collar. It's called a Bow TIe Lapel Button. And you can see it's just a simple little button that goes in the lapel hole of the jacket. It's used to bring out a color accent. In this case, it would bring out the color purple in my shirt. It also goes nicely with the pocket round, just to give you a nice overall professional appearance. It could be any color that matches a color in my shirt. It could be a pinstripe in my jacket. It could be a subdued color in my pocket square, pocket round. It's just a nice little color accent. To be honest with you, I created it because I was tired of the flower lapel pins, especially the long pins that poke holes in your fabric. And most of the flowers that are out there are very cheap looking, so I think it totally destroys the look of your suit. Well, this way the bow tie is just a nice, little more elegant way of upping your fashion game just a little bit. Now the rest of the stuff we have on our website are fashion items, things like this. This is an example of one of our pocket rounds. Some of you may think, what is a pocket round? Never heard of such a thing. Well, it's just like a pocket square that's been around forever. Only difference is it's circular instead. Now, some of the things that makes our pocket round and our squares unique is that they're double-sided. So here you have a darker, almost like a violet, deeper purple, and then more of a lavender on the back side. And the other thing that's really unique about it is the serging, the stitch work. You can see here it's got the lavender on one side, and it's actually has gray on the other. So all of our pocket squares and pocket rounds are all handmade. And because they're all handmade, it makes them all limited editions. And when you fold it with a simple fold like this, you can see how the back side, the front side, the stitch work all come together to give you that real unique look. And I'll take it one step further. I'm going to show you a couple different folds you can do. The first one is you take a fist. Those of you that are listening to the radio, you have to kind of imagine what I'm doing. Those that are watching on YouTube or on the Facebook, you can see. Take your fist, open up a small hole, put your finger through, and simply pull it through. And what that does, it creates almost a floral effect with your pocket round, which is absolutely gorgeous, a great conversation piece. Another fold you can do is fold it in half, fold it in half again, fold it in half again, fold it in half again. And just by taking this and putting it in your pocket square holder, it'll keep it from unfolding. Okay, and this is a nice look as well. You have a couple different layers. You got the stitch work. You can drop it in, and hopefully you can see it with the mic. Hopefully the mic's not blocking you. And you can leave it just like that. Or if you want to pop it a little bit, you can take an inner layer and outer layer and just pop a little bit. Give you a little bit more of a blossom effect in the pocket. One more fold I'll show you. It's a little more complicated, but it's kind of fun. And I'm not going to speed it up on the video, but I'll just kind of give you an idea of how it's done. You're basically going to make some small little petals out of the pocket square. It starts with folding the pocket round in half and then making small little petals out of the remaining half. And just go as quickly as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be somewhat symmetrical. And as you're doing this, it kind of creates almost like a fan-looking effect or a accordion effect. Then you squeeze the pocket square holder, drop it in. It locks in place. Don't unfold it yet because you don't want it to unfold before you're ready, because then it will be a big mess. All right, so now we've folded it up nicely. Each our little petals are in place. Keep it nice and locked, and then you drop it into your jacket. And then from there, you have some options. You can spread it out amongst the entire pocket, just a little bit, kind of like that. And it may misbehave a little bit. It happens. You may have to refold it a couple times, but that looks pretty good. And then you can also pop it, which basically means that you're going to take the different layers and separate them a little bit. And that just gives you a little bit more of a conversation piece, three-dimensional, kind of a pocket round effect. So that's the pocket round. We also have silk scarves that were designed by my daughter. She's an Audrey Kell High School senior, very talented artist. So we took her paintings and made 16 by 16 inch pocket squares, as well as 50 by 50 inch silk scarves, as well as 60 by 20 inch scarves. We've also made cute little bow ties for kids, pre-tied as well as self-tied bow ties for adults. Just a lot of great accessories. So when you have a second, check out perkyllc.com. Spelled P as in Paul, E as in elephant, R as in Robert, K as in kangaroo, Y as in yo-yo, and then LLC, LarryCharlie.com. Again, perkyllc.com for all of our fashion items, our innovation, and check out the website. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email, info@perkyllc.com, or you can even call me, 704-839-1169. That's my plug for today. You've been listening to the Perky Collar Radio Show, and I'm your host, David M. Frankel, on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. For double the information and inspiration, until next week, continue to be blessed, and why settle for looking ordinary when you can look extraordinary? Have a great day.